Your Excellency Alice Ndiaye, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Madagascar, distinguished guests and colleagues from media, it is my great pleasure to welcome Minister Ndiaye to Jakarta on her first visit as the Foreign Minister. And as we all understand, that Indonesia and Madagascar have enjoyed more than 5 decades of warm and friendly bilateral relations, rooted in deep historical and social cultural ties. Today, Madagascar remains one of Indonesia's important partners in Africa and a valued partner in advancing cooperation among countries of the Global South. This visit reaffirms the strong and growing friendship between our two countries, as well as our shared commitment to further strengthening bilateral cooperation and promoting a more inclusive and prosperous Global South partnership. Excellencies, colleagues, Minister Ndiaye and I held productive and constructive discussions covering a wide range of bilateral, regional, and global issues. And in the area of political cooperation, we achieved a significant milestone which happened just minutes ago. We signed 2 key agreements: the Memorandum of Understanding on the establishment of the Joint Commission on the Bilateral Cooperation, and the Agreement on Visa Exemption for Diplomatic and Service Passport Holder. These agreements will provide a stronger institutional framework for our partnership, facilitate closer coordination between our government officials, and create greater opportunities for cooperation across various sectors. And in the meeting, Minister Ndiaye also mentioned about easing the process of visa, or maybe exemption for business communities, so that economic cooperation and business partnership between Indonesia and Madagascar can grow to a greater extent. I also mentioned a warm welcome to Madagascar's interest in establishing a diplomatic mission in Jakarta in the future. We believe that such a presence would further strengthen our bilateral relations and facilitate Madagascar's engagement with the region, with ASEAN, as well as with the broader Asia-Pacific markets. On economic cooperation, we noted the positive trajectory of bilateral trade and emphasized the importance of expanding business-to-business engagement and investment opportunities. We also discussed the various possibilities of supporting each other's in industrial and domestic needs, and development cooperation, and explored opportunities to deepen cooperation and collaboration in sectors that offer significant potentials, including energy, finance, and creative economy. And we also discussed about food security and way ahead that we can do in order to be able to secure our food production, and also we're discussing the concrete collaboration in clean energy and blue economy initiatives, and also in the field of education. We discussed the way to strengthen people-to-people ties, capacity training and education efforts, and I also reaffirmed Indonesia's commitment to continue supporting Madagascar through various programs, and we invite greater participation by Malagasy students in these initiatives. These efforts reflect Indonesia's continued commitment as a trusted partner for fellow developing countries and advancing mutually beneficial South-South cooperation. Minister Ndiaye and I also exchange views on regional and global developments, our involvement in various multilateral groupings, and through our shared membership in the Indian Ocean Rim Association, Indonesia looks forward to working closely with Madagascar on issues of mutual concern, particularly disaster risk management and climate resilience, because we also discuss about the effect of global warming and climate shift to our lives, to our food production, and ways to mitigate and overcome the challenges that it poses. Indonesia is also committed to deepening its engagement with Africa through stronger partnership with key African regional bodies, including the Southern Africa Development Communities and the Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa. We look forward to Madagascar's support in advancing Indonesia's engagement in these regional organizations. And Excellency, I again want to thank you for the visit and for the discussion, productive discussion that we had. And I am confident that the Memorandum of Understanding that we signed is the instrumental milestone to further elevate our bilateral relations and open new avenues for cooperation and collaboration in the future for the good and benefit of our peoples. And I look forward to continuing this good relations and cooperation, and that with that I invite you to deliver your remarks. Thank you, Excellency.
Thank you, Excellency. Your Excellency Sugiono, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, first of all, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to the government and the people of the Republic of Indonesia, and to you, my counterparts, for the warm welcome, the generous hospitality as usual, and the excellent arrangement made for this official visit to Indonesia. This visit holds special significance for Madagascar, as it takes place in the context of the celebration of the 50th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between our two countries, commemorated in 2025. 50 years of friendship, of respect, and constructive cooperation reflect the strong ties that unite Madagascar and Indonesia. Our discussions today have reaffirmed our shared commitment to further strengthen and revitalize our bilateral relations and partnership in a spirit of solidarity, South-South cooperation, and mutual benefit. I am particularly pleased with the signing of two important memoranda of understanding concerning, as you mentioned, the establishment of a joint commission for cooperation and concerning the visa exemption for holders of diplomatic and service passports. The establishment of the Joint Commission for Cooperation marks a major step forward in our bilateral relations. It will provide a structured institutional framework to strengthen coordination between our respective administrations, promote exchanges, and foster a more dynamic and ambitious cooperation across several strategic sectors. Madagascar considers Indonesia as an important partner with whom strong economic complementarities exist. We have identified several sectors with high potentials for cooperation, including agriculture, as you mentioned, agro-industry, fisheries and blue economy, mining and natural resources, tourism, renewable energy, as well as a specific economic zone and light industries. We wish to further encourage investment, technology transfer, and local value addition in these promising sectors in order to contribute to sustainable development and job creation in both our countries. Madagascar also attached particular importance to facilitating the mobility of people. You have mentioned it, Excellency. We hope to advance the discussions with Indonesia and simplifying visa procedures in order to promote economic, academic, institutional, and people-to-people exchanges between our two nations. In this context, during our stay in Jakarta, the Malagasy delegation will also have the pleasure of meeting members of the Malagasy community living in Indonesia. These meaningful exchanges highlight the important role played by our diaspora in strengthening the bonds of friendship and mutual understanding between our two countries. We commend their contribution and attachment to Madagascar while serving as valuable bridge between our two people. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, Madagascar have expressed growing interest in strengthening its relations with emerging economies and South-South cooperation platforms. In this regard, Indonesia's experience and diplomatic support represent a valuable asset in enhancing Madagascar's visibility within major international economic dynamics and in facilitating the development of new strategic partnerships. To conclude, this official visit represents an important milestone in the consolidation of relations between Madagascar and Indonesia. Its expected impact is primarily structural and catalytic, aiming to create the political and institutional conditions necessary to accelerate our economic cooperation and build a durable, integrated, and forward-looking partnership. I am confident that the fruitful discussion held today will open a new chapter of even more ambitious cooperation between our two countries. Thank you. Terima kasih.